Well, here we go again, some more equation solving, and this is the difficult part of equation solving, and I had 3 examples for you. Everybody hates this when they first start doing this. Sir, where are all the numbers? Well, no numbers. It's the way it goes. This is nothing but letters. If you can do this, you're set for the rest of Algebra 2, right? You're set for physics, you're set for chemistry. This is the skill that you need to get under your belt. Very famous physics equation there, E equals mc squared. Talks about the energy of the universe. Mass times the speed of light squared. There we go. That's energy. Here we go. We want to solve this one for m. And so just make believe m is being multiplied by some number. Well, you divide by that number on both sides and you'd have your answer, right? So this is very simple. I rewrote it here so that I could perform my task on here, and c squared divided by c squared is 1. So I have 1m, and then e divided by c squared. Just leave it just like that, and you're all set. You don't have to do any extra math. All you're doing is keeping your equation level by performing the same task on both sides. This one we happen to be solving for y, so I'm going to write up here solve for y. And the equation starts with x plus y divided by z minus a equals b. Well, there is some addition that I can get rid of first. This is a whole quantity here. I can't just automatically multiply by the reciprocal of xz and get rid of that. This is a whole quantity here. We'll work on that separately. The first thing I want to do is get anything that's extraneously being added or subtracted away from that equation. So I'm going to add a to both sides, because minus a and plus a gets rid of it. B plus a is b plus a, but I turned it around because of the commutative property of addition. So I have a plus b equals that whole quantity, y, x plus y divided by z. Now, I need to get rid of this denominator, don't I? The z in the denominator. So I rewrote it. I multiplied both sides by z. Z divided by z equals 1, so I have 1xy here. X plus y, that's what I meant. And then I have a plus b times z. So I have z times the quantity a plus b. All right? I know it's annoying, but rewind it, look at it again. I could have rewritten this, and okay, because I have x plus y equals z times the quantity a plus b. That's where I've gotten so far. Because x is being added to y, I'm going to subtract an x from both sides, but I can't take an x away from any of this stuff, so it's just going to be stretched out a little bit longer. So x minus x is 0, so all I have left is 1y, and then I have this whole thing, and I've just tacked on that minus x on the end. And that's your answer. That's it. Does it look great? Do you like it? No, of course. You hate it because you're not used to only working with letters. But if you can get this down in your head, then you're way ahead of the game. I'm going to use one more pretty famous formula. This is the standard form of an equation. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it says, and I think we're solving for a. Okay. It's the standard form of an equation. Y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. All right, and there it is. That's the standard form of an equation. The best part about this is we can get rid of this extraneous addition out here before we even worry about this a, because we're trying to solve for that bad boy. If you don't mind, I'm going to do the whole subtraction piece at the same time to save space. All right, I'm going to subtract the bx. I'm going to subtract the c. Well, if I do that here, I'm also going to do it on this side. Minus bx minus c. All right? I can't do anything with it, but just tack it on and make it long. So y minus bx minus c is equal to, well, this goes away and this goes away, right? Because positive bx and negative bx and positive c and negative c cancel each other out, so all I have is ax squared. So I have y minus bx minus c equals ax squared. Sounds pretty cool, right? This is really very simple, because now I just have a little bit of multiplication. And I want a by itself, so I'm going to rewrite this so I can make it look good. I didn't rewrite it over there, so I apologize. But I'm going to perform my task on a clean one, and I'm going to divide by x squared. Both sides, because that's how we've hung an x squared basically on both sides. This becomes a 1. So a times 1 is just a. And then this is it. We can't do anything else with it. We can't factor anything out. There's nothing, there are no real numbers to worry about here. This is it. So I've got y minus bx minus c all over x squared equals a. Now, take your time, go through the video again. I would like you to do some of this work, and this work is due tomorrow, or for those kids who have class on Tuesday and Thursday, they can bring theirs in on Thursday. But this is it. This is the end of solving equations. These are the types of equations you're going to solve when you get to those mathematical sciences. You're not always going to have numerical values in there, and you need to first solve for the variable in question and then plug some numbers in. That's a higher level skill. It helps you with problem solving out in the world. I know you don't believe it now, but I'm teaching logic here, and if you can follow this type of logical progression, you will be way ahead of the game. Like I always say, if you have any questions about solving these equations, please let me know, because you're going to be having a quiz shortly. So we got through these 3 sections. I want to have a quiz on it so I can move on to the next 3 sections and give you a test.